Hey guys, so to start today, I've taken all 8 of my 14-foot cords, folded them in half, and placed them on my 2-inch wooden hoop here. And now to gather the top, we are going to do a gathering knot. So I've cut a spare piece, it's about 2.5 feet long. We're just going to make a little loop with it like that, gather those ones, and then you just want to wrap it around. Okay, now that's about as long as I want mine. So I'm going to take the end of this cord and I'm going to put it through that little loop that we left open. Hold it into place, take that one sticking out. There you go, that's the gathering knot. So to start, we are going to do 4 sections. So we are going to take 4 cords for each section that we're going to do. And you can see that I've gotten ones that kind of line up and go together. And the first knot we're going to do for each 4 of the sections is the square knot. So I'm going to take the outer left one, put it over top of the center 2, take that right one, put it over that one, behind, and then pull it through that upper loop there. So this is the first half of the knot. And now to finish the knot, we're going to do the same from the other side. So over like that, and then this one goes over top of that one, behind, and through that loop. Now we're going to change this into a switch knot pattern. So from here on out, instead of just going down straight like that, I'm going to take those inner 2 right here, and then I'm going to use those ones as my working cords. So I'm going to go same thing over the center 2. That one goes up, behind, and through that loop. And now I'm not going to pull the knot up all the way. Do you see that? Just so it leaves that nice little pattern in the middle. Now I'm going to do the same from the other side. So that way, that. So you go once from the left and once from the right every time to finish these knots. Okay, now we're going to go to the next one. So we're just going to switch these around. And now I'm going to go over those center 2, behind, and through the loop. And now I want to make sure that these kind of space out nicely and even, so that looks good. And now I'll finish it off from the right. So that's the pattern that we're going to do. And we're going to go down and we're going to make approximately 17 of these knots using the switch knot pattern. So now that we have done 17 of the switch knots on each and every one of those sections of 4, so you should have 4 sets of them, I'm going to find 2 that are side by side, and I'm going to take the inner 2 from this one and the inner 2 from this one, and you want to make sure and look all the way up to make sure that they're lined up, or else you could get a twist in it and it'll get all tangled and just not look good. So we're going to go down about 6 inches, and then I'm just going to do a row of regular square knots back to back, and this is what's going to hold the pot into place. So I'm just going to go over like that, over those 2. That looks good. So there's the first one, and I'm just going to continue doing that and make 8 of these square knots straight down. So you can see I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of the full square knots, and I'm just going to work my way around now. So I'm going to get the other half of this one too, and then the one right next to it, and make sure it's not twisted on top, that it comes straight down. And I'm just going to do the same, 8 all the way around, or all the way down, sorry. And then I'm going to do this the entire way around. So you should have 4 sections of these. You want to make sure that they line up nicely. Okay, so the final step. I have done all 4 of those sections and just those straight down square knots. Now I have another piece of scrap rope, and we're just going to do the same as before at the very top, and this is going to hold the pot into place. So you want to make sure that it's very tight and very secure. So take your time on this one. Okay, so now the moment of truth. This is a 7-inch wide pot. It's an old one. I painted it myself, and we're just going to test it out and sneak it right in there.